129 in the height of the atrium.
Hi, I'm Chad, and I live in Istanbul, the most populated city in Europe. As a result of our observations, Istanbul is heavily affected by the unsustainable tourism activities. The actual problem is, around 15 million tourists visit Istanbul every year and prefer taxis or rent cars for local transportation, almost the worst two choice of all. They are the ones that affect the environment the most and the worst. Due to their emission of harmful pollutants, they contribute air pollution and have a detrimental effect on human health.
As Shari mentioned, we know that people, and especially tourists, use taxis a lot. But why is that the case, even though they're expensive, damaging to the ecology, and can even get you scammed? On top of that, Istanbul has an extensive public transportation system that is expanding faster than any other city in the world. It has 11 metro lines, 2 cable cars, 5 tram lines, 4 funiculars, lots of metro buses, a 76-kilometer long rail system that crosses 2 continents, and countless ferry and sea bus roads. All of it available to the public every day for the fraction of the price of taxis. When I joined Istanbul, we noticed that there are lots of tourists that are confused, frustrated, or straight up unaware of these systems. Unfortunately, those feelings weren't that foreign to us. I myself remember the first time I toured Istanbul. Thank God I was with someone who knew their way, because it was way more confusing to navigate compared to my hometown. The diversity of public transportation is both a blessing and a curse in a way that it makes navigation a lot harder. With this, we knew that something had to be done in order to incentivize the use of eco-friendly transportation and lessen the use of taxis for tourists.
After discussing several ways to tackle this issue, we found that the main ways to solve an issue like this to go through 3 primary factors: businesses that deliver the service, the people that use it, and the government. In our case, affecting related transportation businesses didn't seem plausible to us. Additionally, although making the government regulate these sectors for a greener future is reasonable, but it's beyond our reach as a student group. Hence, we want to encourage tourists who come to Istanbul to use the most eco-friendly option for their transportation. Choosing the most eco-friendly way to travel will affect the residents of Istanbul positively because of them not wanting to Istanbul and its nature to be damaged. Thus, our solution supports the values of the affected community, the residents and the tourists of the Istanbul. For implementing our solution, we chose the most influential tool we can have, an app. We can contribute to the solution of our problem with creating an app with our existing sources as students. It will provide us to make a change with spreading our app and reaching more people at lower costs. In that way, we only needed to overcome the challenges of developing an app and purchasing related web services, then finding partners and users.
In 2023, mobile apps are usually the go-to for everything tourism related. That's why we plan to make an app that informs and assists people to make green choices in their holidays by calculating the most eco-friendly way to travel. Besides the distance between 2 points, it also calculates each tourist location's eco-friendliness and sorts them to help users decide on an eco-friendly travel plan. The app will be equipped with transportation and eco-friendliness calculating algorithms to raise awareness. To bring our solution to life, we'll have to implement 3 main things: the APIs and the data that we'll process, the server where we'll host our findings on the internet, and the front end of the application, which users will interact with. Provided by Google Maps, the main API at the core of our application will be utilized to visualize Istanbul's map and the shortest distances between points in the application. Then, with the findings from the sources and aggregated data, we will create a server to host our findings on the internet. In this part, we'll evaluate data and create a database that contains lots of spots to decide on their eco-friendliness. After we'll have built a database that can sort these touristic spots and hotels by their scores, we'll store them on our minimalistic user interface. On the platform side, we preferred an Android app to go for its performance and price. With our application, users and tourists will be able to reach the data effortlessly and decide on their next ecological trip with minimal carbon dioxide emission. But how will we encourage them to use our app? Our app will be coin-based. The selected routes or accommodations eco-friendliness will determine how much coin that they will get. With using this coin, they will be able to get discounts from the contracted stores of from our application. Also, using the Eco Tips tab of the application, after they finish the quiz, they will also get extra coins.
At first, EcoIstanbul was just a basic route app for us. But then, in time, we noticed its potential. And with the rise of artificial intelligence technologies in the last few months, we thought that we can implement some AI technologies to our app. And now our developer team are working hard to come up with a prototype. And we are planning to release our prototype in the end of July 2023. And in the future, we plan to spread our app with social media apps, and we plan to have meetings with Istanbul municipality and have partnerships with them. To improve and release our app on multiple platforms, we need to secure two domains: EcoIstanbul.app, which costs €5 annually, and EcoIstanbul.com, which costs €10 annually. We also need a hosting service to ensure that our app runs smoothly, which will cost us €12 per month. To make our app available on Google Play Store and App Store, we need to pay a one-time fee of €25 and an annual fee of €100, respectively. Finally, we rely heavily on Google Maps API to provide our users with accurate and up-to-date information. To use the Google Maps API, we need to pay a monthly fee based on the number of active users. For 500 active users, the fee is $800 per month, for example. And for 1,000 active users, the fee is $1,500 per month. But until we reach 500 active users, the Google Maps already gives away $200 for free. And we hope that will be enough for our start.
Continuing with the EcoIstanbul app's action plan, in March and April 2023, we'll be developing a proof of concept for EcoIstanbul to ensure that the app meets necessary requirements and standards. In April 2023, we'll be starting our marketing campaign for EcoIstanbul, which will include promoting the app through various digital channels and social media platforms. In May 2023, we will communicate with stakeholders such as local businesses, restaurants, and accommodations to form partnerships and agree on discounts. Finally, we plan to launch EcoIstanbul Beta in June-July 2023. This beta version will allow users to test the app and provide us with valuable feedback to make the necessary improvements before we officially release the app on multiple platforms.